I never went surfing on the deep dark web. I never bought a slave to come and make my bed. I never hired someone to break a rival's leg. So I must admit one time that last one crossed my head. No, all I ever did was make a Facebook page with interesting posts for people to engage. Before I knew it, snowflakes flew into a rage and started fighting in the comments like those morons that I hate. Some people just can't stand memes that make them think, so they lock me into social media claim. I got sucked, I was minding my own business still. I got sucked just because I'm not a state chill. You can post pics that'll make a grown man ill, but don't criticize a candidate who doesn't fit the bill. Well, I never called for any acts of violence, not even when the arguments got real intense. You're playing a bunch of Nazis, doesn't make no sense. And for the record, I still don't like Donald Trump and Michael Pence. No, all I ever did was post a binding meme for anarchist teens to fuel their anarchist dreams. Cause I don't have no world domination schemes, and I don't need a chopper to get all those lovely commie streams. They say Facebook needs to be a safe space, but if they hated my face so much, why didn't they just click some other place? I got sucked, everything was fine until one day I got sucked, they just took the whole damn page away. I'll never submit to what they tell me to say, and if you think that's so offensive, well I think you're probably right. That sucked! I had a girl named Andrea Cavallini, for short I always called her Aunt Cap. She tried promoting liberty on Tumblr, but all the statists there were giving her crap. They told her she should move to Somalia, the same stupid argument we all know. But it hit me like a SWAT team on a drug raid when they finally forced her to go. Come back and Cap, we'll set up our own voluntary world, and wherever we go, we won't need no roads, and you'll be my Aunt Cap girl. Now Andrea Cappellini's still so far away, and I'm still fighting all her battles online. And even if I gotta join her in Somalia, I'm gonna prove she's still consensually mine. One day we'll all opt out of the government, it'll crumble under its own dead weight. Cause dreams do come true, darling, I believe in you. I'll always raise you 8 out of 8. Come back and Cap, I might own the Bitcoin in the world, we'll never turn right or left.
Don't panic. Right?
Try not to.
Whew.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody. Happy New Year also. It's January 2020. It's our first show of the year.
It is.
Yes. We're excited. We're going to have Larry Sharpe on in just a few minutes. And it's going to be sort of a short show today. Just about an hour.
It's chaotic right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a little one over here off to the side. She's been
throwing up constantly.
Throwing up for a couple days now. Yeah. So we got her situated down here. All comfy cozy. She's got her laptop and our laptop, and she's watching a couple shows and hopefully keeping down something.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice.
So that's how our New Year's going so far. How is everybody else doing?
So we got that, and World War III kicking off.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Anyone want to tell me about that? Because I've been not paying attention to anything.
I have.
Yeah.
Just in case we wanted to live stream cover it and get doxed again.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, no thanks. No thanks. I can't hear, but my ears are with you and the family. Oh, Sean must be somewhere. Hi. Okay. Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh, Donnie's birthday in 4 days. Am I hearing? No, that's somebody. Okay, that's... I'm like, am I hearing myself? But nope, it's the vlog that my daughter's watching.
Yep. All day long.
Yeah, yep. So it's...
Shot of Jaegers.
Shot of the Jaegers is who she watches. I don't know if you have children and they watch them too, but... That's what she watches all the time. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Yes, and thank you for the share. That's awesome. Thank you. I hate when the kids are sick. It just
it throws us all off.
Yeah.
I'm Dave.
Yes, hi. I'm Mary.
This is Liberty Late Night.
This is what we do. Hi, Jerry Tree over there.
What's up,
in
Jason?
The land of YouTubes. Hi, Aaron Riggs. How are you doing today? So we're gonna bring Larry on in just a little bit, but tell me, someone give me the lowdown on what happened, because I've just been focused on, catching things that are spewing and trying to rest when I can, because it's been rough. Republican boomers are excited for young folks fighting wars or something. Oh, okay. They get excited about that. They get real excited.
That's really it. It's like, we're going to go to war with this country. I'm like, we're not already at war with them?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
That's a short list.
Yes, I'm very surprised. Babylon Bee, I think it was, just more Middle East crap. Babylon Bee said, what was it? It was something like, if you are pro-war or whatever, they just signed you up for going to war. They said obviously better, so.
It's a social media thing where it automatically signs you up.
10 to 50 years. It's worse than the cable guy coming over. When are you going to be here? Between 8 and 5. Anywhere between 10 to 50 years, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
What?
WOPR?
No, I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, you can't do reacts in YouTube.
Yes.
But the latency is amazing. Like, they're just a couple seconds behind. You guys on Facebook are like 90 seconds. You'll notice when we respond to your comments or when you see them on screen how long it takes to get there.
Yeah, yep.
I was gonna stream on 4 different platforms today.
Okay.
But it just didn't work out. We had to take turns like holding the bucket. Mm-hmm. So
she's been doing it like a pro though. She's
getting really good at it.
Pretty much a new meme war. Yeah, Larry's going to be on in just a couple of minutes. We're going to give him a jingle and see what he's been up to. Mm-hmm. So, do you want to read our Silly Freedom has ran off to Iran? Oh, Silly Freedoms. Always running off to other countries. Silly Freedom. Oh, yeah. Facebook likes to do that to people. They, just drop people off the stream or just Facebook itself, for instance.
Yeah.
Some pages of our friends today were just like unpublished for no reason.
Yeah.
Not even political pages, like, come on.
Sometimes they'll actually unpublish you for, vulgar humor.
What?
Not just political things. Yeah.
No. Are you serious?
Not just the crazy windmills.
Oh my goodness. I had no idea. Bad freedom. Stop running away. I know. So did you guys have a good New Year's? What did you guys do?
He's ready whenever.
Oh, okay. Larry's all set. So real quick, everybody. I know Facebook's going to take a minute to pop up, but what did you guys do for New Year's? We played board games with the kiddos.
What's up, Ninja Cat?
Hey, what's up, Ninja? Well, can we game? Yeah, if you have actual freedoms, then hold tight because they're slowly. um, contests this round. I don't know. Are they? I don't know if they are the anal car contest.
We're being
You
good.
worked,
We got a
yes.
big guest on tonight.
Yep.
What's up, Jerry?
Yeah, we played board games. Jane only had a cough at that point,
Yeah.
so it was like we were celebrating.
She was all stuffy.
Everybody was running around and having a good time. Yeah, eat and drink. Yeah, so we did.
Eat and drink too much.
Yeah. Well, I ate too much, pretty much. Is
Didn't
all
drink
that I
too
did.
much.
So
Did
yeah.
good.
Yeah, we did all right. Yeah, my stepdad was born on New Year's. Oh, that's fun.
I'm like down to 17 days now.
That's fun. Having a New Year's birthday. Or is that
Wow.
bad? Do people enjoy that? I mean, it's like having a birthday on Christmas. I know it's not any
Well,
fun.
at least
but...
you usually don't get gifts on New Year's, so.
Yay, you are a big deal always, Jerry. But extra now. Froze again. Maria, it's when...
hard to explain. Oh, no, actually, it's really simple to explain.
You just say...
It's on a road trip, and you just say anal before every car name and see which ones make you giggle.
Yeah. So, like... Anal
What's
charger,
And we're trying to be good.
I'm trying to be good because Larry's going on, but he knows us. So I'm only having one glass of wine today, so I don't have the strength to.
You gotta be mom tonight.
Yeah, I gotta really be on the ball. So why don't we go ahead and bring Larry on because he's all
right,
set and
let's
ready.
do that.
So
I'm gonna go into this little promo thing.
okay, we'll be right back, guys.
Thanks. All right, everybody. Larry Sharpe.
Hi, Larry.
worked.
Can you hear us? Okay. Oh, good. I can hear
him.
you.
Wow, I'm getting better at
Absolutely,
this.
I'm here. I've done
Awesome.
this once or twice.
Yes.
Me too, but it's still I seem to.
Once or twice.
I'm working on a weird curve.
Well, happy New Year, Larry.
Thank you. Happy
Yes.
New Year to you too. I'm very happy that we survived it. We are now here, so can't complain.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what's been going on? What are you got big plans for the new year? What's coming up for Larry Sharpe?
I have a lot of stuff going on. As you probably know, last year, 2 years ago now, we got ballot access in New York State, right?
Yes.
And then last year, I had 7 victories in my state. So that was
Yes.
awesome. Yes.
Fantastic.
That's
Fantastic.
exciting,
Yes. So for those of you not in New York, that's like never happened before. We went from 0 libertarians for the past 40 years to 7 in our first year as an official party. So I try to do what I could do, which is, get some notoriety and get a ballot access in 2018, and then I supported candidates in 2019 so that they could actually win. So that was the goal. And now in 2020, they've done what they always do. Wait a minute, Larry Sharpe's doing well? We can't have that. So they've actually changed the rules. For those of you who don't know in New York State,
Oh, no.
if you go back to 2018, what you had to do to become an official party and gain ballot access in New York State was you had to have 50,000 votes on the gubernatorial line. Every 4 years, you'd gain ballot access for 4 years. So I thought, I've done that. Life is good. And they went, oh, no, Larry did that. Yeah, we were kidding. We were just joking.
Yeah.
So they literally reneged on us. And now you have to get ballot access every 2 years. They wouldn't even give us the 4 they agreed to in the first place.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So now it's this year, 2020, we have to get ballot access again or we lose it. And I'm not running in 2020, so I can't do it. And they knew that because there's no gubernatorial race in 2020.
Yeah.
And we have to get not 50,000, but 2% or 130,000, whichever is higher.
Oh,
And this is a
whichever.
presidential election. So about 8 million New Yorkers will vote. So we're going to have to get about 160,000 votes this year, or we lose ballot access.
Oh my gosh.
Now, who makes
Yes.
these rules up?
Some committee that His Majesty, our governor, decides. Yes, he waves his scepter and says, screw libertarians, and they do his bidding. That's how that works.
Quit trying to mess with their game.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
This
it's
is actually
obvious
a
they're
great
scared.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a great thing. This means they realize we're having impact. We've doubled registration already just in 1 year. We've had victories. But the thing that most people don't is New York State has fusion voting, meaning that you can have more than one line in New York State. So you can run on the Libertarian line and Green Party, Libertarian and Republican, Libertarian and Conservative, Libertarian and Democrat.
Okay.
So we actually had, if you count those who had multiple lines, we had over 100 victories.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I saw somebody
I
say
see.
that
Yeah.
then, and I didn't understand
That's
the fusion.
correct.
Okay.
We had 7 that were just Libertarian, 103 if you count everybody. So 96 people won with an L by their name, but they also had either an R or a D or an I or a G also by their name.
Oh, okay.
So
wow,
that's huge. That means people actually want our line.
Yeah.
They didn't even care about our line before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which the good thing about those 96 is while they weren't straight libertarians, they actually were people who had to be more liberty leaning to get our endorsement.
Yes.
Okay, so they can't just put
So
that next to their name.
Okay.
That's correct. We
Yep.
have to endorse them. So that means that it's a liberty leaning Democrat and or liberty leaning Republican and or liberty leaning independent.
Yeah.
That will then get our ballot. So that's an advantage. So things are changing in New York. I said it before, and I'll say it again. We are, without question, we are the vanguard. We are the battleground state, right?
Yeah.
They say Michigan, Pennsylvania. Sorry, Michigan, Pennsylvania, I love you, but you're not the battleground state.
Nope.
And the reason is that's battleground to see who's going to take over spending our money and killing us then every 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the actual battleground states are California and New York, which is where the government is going out of its way to infringe upon us. And what happens there then goes throughout the country. Now, California doesn't have me.
No.
New York does.
Yay.
Therefore, we are the vanguard, right?
That's
you got a
so
Marine
great.
up front fighting in the front line,
Nice.
right? So, and don't forget, AOC is my congressperson. Both Hillary Clinton and Trump from New York.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I
Come on
just think
now.
like California's got to be like a struggle to come up in that.
Yes.
But I guess New York,
absolutely.
same thing. Same. Think they're the center of the world, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, we are, aren't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
we're-
like New York City, that's why the ball's there. That's the center.
That's
where
the-
That's the time zone at the center of the
It's the
universe.
center of the world. Of course it is. Yes.
It's world time. Yeah.
Exactly. Come on.
Wow. But see, that's what they do when they start to panic. They start to change the rules when they
Yes.
think, oh, of course they can't do that. And then you do it. And they're like, well, now they start biting their nails. Now you have to fulfill this set of,
Yes. And I'm
requirements.
actually not that concerned about it, to be fair. I mean, I'm worried, but not crazy because it's something that we can do.
Good.
It just means I'll have to spend a lot more time campaigning for whoever our nominee is. After May will know, I'll have to spend more time kind of pumping that person, him or her, as best that I possibly can in New York State. Because the sad part for us is whoever is our nominee probably won't spend much time in New York State. They probably won't.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh,
why
yeah,
would
yeah.
they, right? The only reason
Yeah,
why they
true.
would stay in New York State would be to come to New York City for press.
Yeah.
That'll be the only reason why they want to do that is for press. Otherwise, they're not going to win New York. New York State's going Democrat regardless of who the nominee is, right?
Yeah.
So they know that. So the odds of them spending a lot of time in New York are slim unless I can convince them to come here for fundraisers. In which case, I will do my best to make that happen so that I can get more people to show up so that we can get more votes here because I need 160,000 votes. That's my criteria for someone who's running for president. You got to get me 160,000 votes in my state
Wow.
this year.
Okay. Oh, man. And
Some heavy lifting.
Yes.
yeah.
It is. But think about it. If we do it, oh my God, that's amazing.
Absolutely.
That's the issue. Now, Gary Johnson got 175,000 votes in New York State in 2016.
Oh,
But in our state, he was fusion. He was both independent and libertarian.
okay.
Oh wow.
He was fusion in our state. Independence Party actually backed him. So
Okay.
he actually had 2 lines in our state. So now whoever wins probably won't get Independence line. So it'll just be Libertarian. We'll have to get all 170,000 on that one line.
Wow.
So
But it's
yes.
doable. Who says it
It
can't be
is.
done?
It's
you
just
know?
hard. Yes. So
Yeah.
that's what I've been doing last year, and I'm working on it again this year. I'm trying to do that. Plus, I'm trying to make money for my family and friends so I can survive. That's
Yeah.
also
Sure.
important to do. Yes, I'm doing a lot of consulting work for that. Eating's a big deal. I do it like every day. Like every day. Yes. And it's funny, my kids want to eat like every day, multiple times.
Yes.
So someone's going to pay for that. So that's an issue. But I'm also doing the Sharpe Way. Don't forget my cool new video podcast that is live every Monday night from 8 till 10. Go to thesharpeway.com, Sharpe Way Facebook page, Sharpe Way YouTube. Go there and support us at patreon.com/SharpeWay. Plug.
Definitely.
And the reason why I plug that more than anything else is another reason behind that. People are always asking me to do more. Larry, will you run for this? Larry, will you help this person out? Larry, will you go to this place? I want to go, but I can't because it's expensive and I'm not raising money. So raise money and I'll do it. So support the Sharpe Way. The hardest part for me this time was actually going to conventions. A lot of people wanted me to go to conventions, but I had to raise my prices to go to convention. Why? I'm not running or raising money anymore.
Yep.
Right? When I was raising money, before I ran for governor, I actually had some of my own money, so I could just go my own dime. I didn't care. So I went on my own dime. I spent the money. It was fine. I was making money. But I just spent a year and a half running for governor, which means when I ran, for those of you who know, I wasn't working. I did a year and a half with no salary.
Yep.
So you can imagine what your finances would be if you didn't work for a year and a half. Mine are that. So I just don't have the cash personally to spend to go anymore.
Sure.
So if I don't raise money, I just can't do it like I used to. So hopefully in a couple years I can. But if you guys want me to do more, I will. Patreon.com/SharpeWay.
Good.
Yeah, the other day I got a notification on my phone at work, and I finally get to it, and I see you and John McAfee.
Yes.
That was pretty exciting. I'm like,
absolutely.
Wow.
I have a rule on my show. On my Facebook page, I will take almost anybody. We'll talk, we'll chat, we'll have fun. But my Sharpe Way is different. My Sharpe Way show, you have to be in studio.
Okay.
Or I don't interview you.
Okay.
Only in studio. That's it. In studio, and I take live phone calls.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So live phone calls in studio, 2 hours, or no. Lots of people say, Larry, I can't make it. I go, sorry, you can do something else. We'll do some other format, but just not that format.
Yeah.
I'm trying to copy the Joe Rogan format with live calls.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So I'm hoping that it'll be even stronger and more powerful. Is my hope. That's my goal.
Yeah.
McAfee was the exception. He was the exception. He was the exception because he physically can't be here. Right? He would literally get arrested. So, well,
That's right. He's like, isn't he on a boat somewhere?
You get a pass. Yes. And I'm also not doing any libertarian candidates. In fact, on my show, I rarely have libertarians on my show. Most people on my show are not libertarians. They're Republicans, Democrats, independents, other people. The goal of the Sharpe Way is to introduce the non-libertarian into the libertarian world.
Nice.
Oh,
So
nice.
I don't have any libertarians on my show. It's very rare. I don't have any presidential candidates on my show because then I have to have all of them on my show.
Yeah.
And there's like 14,000 of them. So I don't have any of them. Yes. So I have to have all of them. So I don't have any. Again, McAfee told me before he went on that Libertarian Party sucks, and he basically dumped all over it, saying he wasn't going to run it in the Libertarian Party. So I was like, okay, you work. You can go do it.
Yeah.
It works, right? So I have Green Party people on. Oh, my first show was Howie Hawkins, who was an open socialist.
Oh.
So I even have them on. I'm everybody on. What I'm trying to do is show people how to communicate to non-libertarians.
That's good.
Because we have to bring people over. We have to, right? The thing that you hear constantly is we have to fight the left or fight the right. That is a bad idea. I don't want to fight either of them. I want to encourage them to join us. Right?
Yeah.
Join us. Join me, and together we will rule the galaxy. Yes.
Leave everybody alone.
We'll free the galaxy. How about that instead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm trying my best to show people that you can talk to people who aren't libertarians and not yell at them and not argue with them. I say, and I've been saying for 4 years now, I don't want to debate. I don't want to argue. I want conversations.
I like that.
So I'm trying to show people how to have conversations.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do by my example. I hope people follow it.
I like the conversation part because
I don't like debates.
Debating, I just get nervous and I feel
I
like
just smile and nod.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can we just talk about it? Let's just talk.
But if I debate, then there's a winner and a loser.
Yeah, and there doesn't
And
need
I'm
to be.
the guy who made you feel like a loser? You're not going to listen to me.
Yes.
You're going to I'd say, I hate that guy. He's a jerk. I feel like a loser around him.
I can go into his meetings.
I'm not going to his meetings. That guy's an ass. I don't want that. So I make you feel good. We talk, and hopefully one day you'll come over. That's my hope.
Yeah.
Less jerks, more hugs and kisses, all good. But consensual hugs and kisses.
Of course, absolutely. None of that
Absolutely.
Joe Biden.
Yes.
Malarkey.
No malarkey.
No malarkey.
Consensual. We are the party of consent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I've been trying to achieve. I'm hoping it's going well. We'll see.
Oh my gosh.
But it seems like we have World War III happening. That's what I heard when I was watching.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah,
I've been with my daughter who's not been feeling well and haven't been keeping up. So Dave.
Yeah, somebody got blown up. Everybody's really worked up about it.
Believe it or not, though, guys, this actually is a very big deal.
It seems.
It actually is a very big deal, and it's a big deal for one important reason. This is the first time we actually assassinated or killed or bombed a uniformed representative of another country we're not at war with.
Yeah.
In every other case, we were bombing some guy who's a rebel, some guy who's a militia member, some guy who is, in a cave or whatever. This time, this was literally a general in the Iranian army.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're not at war. This person cannot be, in theory, by our theories, an enemy combatant.
Right.
This person is a member of military. That was a prisoner of war we executed. If anything, right? If anything, right? That person wasn't just a random guy. This was. Mm-hmm. We've just told everybody it's okay to execute officers of nations. Yeah. We just said that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to think that was
a big
allowed.
Deal.
Yeah.
It is now.
Why did we do it? What? I mean,
because we got to get the bad guys. Or look, this is the same thing. And the people who love
really
Trump
get
mad at me whenever I say anything bad about Trump, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people just, oh my God, Larry, you can't say anything about Trump because he's the God King and he's perfect and he's Trump. Wonderful. And what I say is, no, he's a person.
Yep.
He does good things and bad things, and when it's good things, I say good, and bad things, I say bad. And this is a bad thing. He should not have done this. This was a bad idea. But it's not because he's Trump. It's because he's president. Mm-hmm. If you remember, when Clinton was being impeached, all of a sudden, some of you may not be old enough, but if you're old enough, I remember Clinton. Yep. When Clinton was being impeached, Yugoslavia is the worst thing in the world. Slobodan Milosevic is Hitler. They're always Hitler. Right? Yeah. He's Hitler, and we got to bomb him. And we were bombing him and sending Marines in and sending the army in. We got to bomb the Yugoslavians. It's so critical. The world's going to end if we don't stop Slobodan Milosevic. Now this is the new guy, right? Oh, we got to bomb Iran or the world's going to end. Once a president's in trouble, let's start bombing. Yeah. It's what they all do.
I don't like that.
It's what they all do. We got to remember this is something very important in America versus other nations. Mm-hmm. This is a very special thing. It's a little bit of a nuance, but it's important. America is one of the rare nations to where our president is both the head of state and the head of government. In most countries, they don't share. They're two separate pieces, right? Mm-hmm. The Queen of England is the head of state, and the Prime Minister is head of government. They're separate. So one is more symbolic, and one is more hands-on, right?
Yeah.
So when that happens, when something bad happens, we tend to look to the symbol, like the Queen of England, and go, "Oh, Queen, God to the Queen," and then we get mad at the Prime Minister and say, "Make his government fall." But in America, they're together. So anytime anything bad happens, we often go, "President, save us! Be the king, help us!" Yeah. Mm-hmm. We don't get mad at our leaders in that regard, presidential leaders, when tragedy happens. Tragedy is the best thing for a president. Bombing people is amazing for a president. 9/11 was on Bush's watch, and he was the most popular president in the world because of it, right? Mm-hmm. So they can't wait for that to happen. I think that's very uniquely American. I don't think you see it in other nations the same way as you see it here. And we're all about USA #1. Bombing people is the answer. But the problem with this, more than anything, of all things I just said, the biggest issue is, where do we go now?
Yeah.
Right? Like, now we've said it's okay to bomb this guy. Is it okay to assassinate the president next? Right? And then what are they going to do? If you're Iran, do you just go, "Oh, you know what? You bombed our general. We surrender, Trump. We're gonna be good
what
now."
are they going to do?
That's what I'm waiting for, because everybody's saying, like, no war with Iran. It's like, we did something. Now it's just kind of like the ball's in their court.
There's war now. No, there's war now. There's war now. Now, my daughter's in high school, and she came home today with, "Daddy, is World War III going to happen? They're going to nuke New York." I live in New York City.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's how she came home. because her friends are talking about it.
Yeah.
And they're in high school, and they're like, the world's over. The world's going to start. Because here's the problem. I mean, think about what we just said. We just said it is okay for them to kill one of our generals.
Yeah.
Just imagine for a second if some Iranian bad guy decides to kill one of our generals.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That's
for
the game.
sure.
There's
Yep.
going to be no measured
That's the game.
response.
Yeah, no measured response.
Literally, Marines will be landing on the beaches in Iran.
Yeah.
Literally, that will be happening the second that happens. So, yes.
So they wanted this to happen. That's what I mean.
Well, from what I heard, there was some kind of attacks going on where a U.S. contractor was killed or something,
Yep.
and this was in retaliation of that. And then that's why they were
Because
attacking the
retaliation
embassy.
always works.
Yeah.
Retaliation always works.
Always.
It's never failed once, except always. The exception of always, retaliation
Always.
never fails.
Yeah, that usually
The
solves
exception of
everything.
always. Yes. Just immediately works immediately.
Eye for an
Just-
eye.
it's- Yeah. It works every time.
Yeah.
Yes. And yet again, we never learn. We never
Yeah.
learn. And the problem is you hear people say, well, Larry, what are you going to do? Nothing while they just kill us? Because the only option is murdering people or nothing. There is nothing in between we can possibly think of. It is bomb people or nothing.
It's like all we got is
Nothing
this hammer.
That's it.
what
And it's
else
a
we gonna
big
do?
hammer.
Yeah, what else we gonna do?
Let's hit it with a hammer. Why not? We got one. So yeah, again. I guess I'm going to say something crazy. We could just leave.
What?
Yeah.
That would
I
be
know.
so
If our
that
contractors
crazy.
weren't there, they might not get bombed. If they weren't there,
Yeah.
if our troops weren't there, they might not get killed. I'm
Yeah.
just
It'd be
saying.
best just to be like,
Odds are
I'm
slim.
going home. I'm taking my foreign aid with me. Screw you guys.
Yes. But here's what I love. The answer is, but then there'll be violence.
Yeah.
It's now.
There's already violence.
It's happening now.
Yeah. Yep.
But there'll be there's violence now.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? Al Qaeda, ISIS, bad guy A, militias. There's
People
violence
say
now.
like, oh, but then they'll come over here. We have to be
No.
over there.
Because that's happened. Hold on, that's happened exactly never.
That's ridiculous.
That's happened exactly never. So
People like
when
that
we left
excuse, though.
Yugoslavia, where did all Yugoslavian people come? When we left Vietnam, we spent 10 years fighting in Vietnam, killed at least 2 million Vietnamese, dropped more bombs in all of World War II, and lost that war, ran away. Where all the Vietnamese come to attack us?
Yeah.
None. They're our trading partner. They're literally our trading partner now. We have examples of walking away and it's working.
Yes.
When we don't walk away, we keep enemies. Example, Korea.
Yeah.
When you walk away, example, Vietnam, you have trading partners. Just walk away.
I know. Why
If
not?
we had walked away
give
from
it a
Iran
whirl?
20, 30 years ago and not brought the Shah in, Iran would be our trading partner now.
Yes.
We'd be getting real Persian rugs, not Turkish ones.
People are agreeing. We got Ninja over here on YouTube saying, "Can
we have
you
to tell you.
tell Larry that I completely agree with him?"
Oh, awesome. I was concerned. I was going to change my policies, but luckily, okay, good.
Ninja Cat's on your side.
But that's it.
I
Why
am now
not just?
safe.
Why not just try? Give it a try. Walk
Diplomacy?
away. See how it goes. You know, instead of keep on with the same thing. More war, more fighting. You know, it's doesn't make.
We don't want to trade. We want to control.
See, but that's their.
The other problem we have is, right, foreign aid in the military-industrial complex is a massive jobs program.
Oh.
And that
Yeah.
may make people laugh and go, well, get rid of it. You can't. You can't just get rid of all those jobs. It's just not realistic. The American population is simply not going to accept that, right? It's a massive jobs program. You hear people often, libertarians say, get rid of foreign aid. Foreign aid's a jobs program. Foreign aid isn't rice going to somebody. That's not what it is. It's not wheat going to somebody. Foreign aid is, we're going to give Saudi Arabia $50 million. They take $10 million, put it in their pocket, and then buy $40 million worth of weapons from us. It's just a jobs program.
Yeah.
Right? That's what foreign aid actually is. We're going to give Ukraine $100 billion. The oligarchs take $10 billion, put in their pockets, and then buy $90 million worth of weapons from us. Right? That's what that is. Now you might say, Larry, that's evil and it's wrong. Yes. And there are literally hundreds of thousands of Americans who are working and paying their bills and supporting their families on that.
Yeah.
So we have to first, as we do this, start a trading policy to open this up, to bring those jobs back so you can trade other things. You've got to get these people still working so to replace this, right? There has to be a way to replace all those jobs, or the military-industrial complex never goes away.
You're the first person to put a face on the military-industrial complex to me.
Yes,
as
what it is.
average people.
Yes,
because it's
it
a lot
is
of
the
them.
military.
Wow.
It's a lot of them, right?
All I picture
Think about
is Cheney, laughing.
No,
Yeah.
it is not.
McCain.
Wow. Yeah.
It's the average union worker on Long Island, New York. It's the average union worker in Washington who was actually building that plane or that bomb or that this or that truck or whatever it is, right? If you look over there, a lot of those weapons, they're American weapons, right? And they're building these things out. America's one of the largest weapons producers in the world. And someone has to make them, right? So so we're making them and we're shipping them out. If we just stop, they'll just be Chinese or Russian weapons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So let it be our weapons, but just don't make it through the military-industrial complex. But you're finding something else. All that we're making right now also fuels a drug war. Because think of how militarized all our police forces are. This is all former U.S. weapons,
Yeah, hand-me-downs.
right? Hand-me-downs. Well, why do you want a hand-me-down? So I can order new weapons. It's not like the stuff that the Army got is bad. The tank we have is the same tank from the 80s. It was the best tank in the world in the 80s, the Abrams. It's the best tank now. The last time we had a tank battle was in Iraq. I think it was 91. I think it was the last time we had an actual tank battle. 4 Abrams tanks against 40 Iraqi tanks. The 40 Iraqi tanks caught our tanks in a kill box. Our 4 tanks destroyed all 40 Iraqi tanks, took not one casualty.
Wow.
That's how bad, how awesome our tank is.
Yeah.
And that was 20 years ago. It's just stronger. And there were literally 3,000 of those tanks sitting somewhere in the Southwest, I think it's Arizona, or maybe New Mexico, sitting in a lot because we don't need them. Why? No one fights tank wars anymore.
Yeah.
Why? We'll destroy them.
It's drone
They
time,
outgunned
baby.
us 10
Yeah.
to 1, and we destroyed them. They don't do that anymore. But someone's got to keep making tanks. So we can't make tanks. So we make armored cars and Humvees. They're now armored now. Those tanks and all those armored vehicles now go to cops. Cops take them so we can replace them. The Army can replace them and Marine Corps can reorder them. So even the war on drugs feeds the war on terror, feeds the military-industrial complex.
I never looked at
It's
it
all a
like
jobs
this at all.
program.
It's
all a
a
jobs
jobs
program. Yes, remember something. 1 of every 7 people in America works for the government.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
1 of every 7.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
That's a lot. So if you know 70 people, 10 of them are government workers.
I didn't realize that.
Well,
And you will always hear libertarians say, government doesn't create jobs. Well, if you've got one of those jobs, it sure feels like it.
Yeah.
If you've got one of those jobs, it sure feels like it. If that paycheck's coming to you and you're paying your rent or your bills, sure feels like it. So that theory doesn't play in reality.
So how do we do that whole like transition thing? You know.
what are we
Or, like-
transitioning to then?
Yeah.
First thing we do is stop alienating countries and stop all the embargoes.
Yeah.
First thing we do, trade with Cuba. First thing. Right? The problem is we can't because we have to have preconditions. No, we don't.
Yeah.
A libertarian president says, all those things, gone. Just trade. Goodbye. Good luck. We get rid of the Jones Act. We end the Jones Act. We just have people come back and forth. We open up trade. As the trade begins to come and move back and forth, the people can shift their jobs away from military-industrial complex into other jobs.
Okay.
You know how you
Yep.
fix Korea? Just trade with them.
Oh yeah.
That's it. North Korea. Just trade with them. And, more importantly, take all our troops out of South Korea.
Yeah, that's got to be intimidating.
Yeah.
No. That's why you can't solve the
'cause we're sitting
problem.
right there. That's
People
not
say
acceptable.
you got to talk to Kim Jong-un or talk to the Chinese. Why would the Chinese want a united Korea? Now they can have an American puppet on their border that has nuclear weapons? Now they can literally have American troops on their border?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that if I was China.
Yeah.
So how about instead pull our troops out, let North Korea trade. North Korea will collapse. When it collapses, South Korea will figure out how to unite. We don't have to be involved. They're Koreans. They'll figure it out their own way. Germany figured it out somehow. Koreans will figure it out somehow. We just walk away, say, good luck, Koreans. We love you. When you're ready, we've got tons of cool stuff you can buy.
Yes.
Have you seen these
Done.
AirPods?
We got AirPods. They're amazing. When you're ready, we are right here. We got you. You give us some K-pop, we give you some Beyonce.
Kids seem to think.
Yes.
We'll swap it. You give us K-pop, we'll give you Beyonce.
Yeah.
Life is good.
Yep.
Absolutely, life is good.
It just seems so like, why aren't they doing this? I mean, they have an agenda. This doesn't fit their agenda. Is that what it is?
But you also realize something else. We have literally decades and decades of culture that says that's the wrong answer.
Mm-hmm.
Decades and decades of culture that says Iran's the bad guy, bomb them is the right answer, smack them is the right answer. You can see it in
I grew up in that, yeah.
Yes. Look, when I was, this is going to sound funny, I'm wearing my Marine Corps shirt today. But what's very funny is when I was a kid, when I was 17, 18, 19 in the Marine Corps, I was that guy who wore that shirt that said, kill them all, let God sort them out. I was that guy. Mm. I was totally that. America's always right. Bombing people is the right answer. Mm-hmm. When they get angry, we should invade them. That's the right answer. But I grew up as a kid believing the Soviets were our biggest issue. There was still a USSR when I was young, right? I grew up in I went to Marine Corps in the 80s. So we still had a Soviet Union. So we were worried about them coming over the Polish border or something like that, right? That's what we were worried about, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So I still thought we're going to bomb the atheist communists into the ground. I still believe that stuff. But eventually I figured out that wasn't true. But if I was 18 and you had told me this stuff, I thought you were crazy. Yeah. Of course we got to bomb them. Yeah. Of course. So there are literally tens of millions of Americans who believe it's the right thing. Mm-hmm. They just do.
They do.
So it's very hard for us to make that change. How to make that change? By talking to them, not by yelling at them. By talking to them and giving them answers. If any of you ever watch me do an event, very often, if I'm I try to be the last speaker if there's a big event. I'll try to be the last speaker if I can. And I'll listen to all the problems people bring up. How are you gonna fix this? This sucks. This is bad. This is horrible. All that kind of stuff, right? All those things. Then I answer them. I literally give them answers for all the problems. This is how a normal politician responds. How are you gonna fix, education? We're gonna make good education better. Awesome. How? By making it good and by making it better. How? We're gonna make it good and we're gonna make it better. Mm-hmm. And that's the answer.
And that's the answer.
I write that down. Then when I speak, I say, here's the policies. Here's why it fails. Here's how we fix it. What I just did for you, talking about the military-industrial complex. Mm-hmm. Right? Here's the problem. Here's why it's this way. Here's how we fix it. The more we can do that, the better off we'll be. Yeah. And note, everything I said doesn't include taxes, doesn't include bombing people, doesn't include pulling a rug out from underneath people so people get scared. Remember, people who are afraid make bad decisions.
Oh, that's true. They
make bad decisions.
Yep.
I do not want afraid Americans. They make bad decisions.
Yeah. That's very true. That was really good. I appreciate you breaking all that down for me, though, because I'd never looked at it in that way. And like Dave said, he put an actual face of real Americans onto that, where we always just thought it was the
it's the actual money that is received by the politicians isn't that high from the military-industrial complex. It is, but it isn't that high. What they really get is votes, because they can provide jobs, right? They retain their power through the military-industrial complex. Their money comes from other lobbyists, right? But that lobby itself isn't the hugest lobby. It's a big lobby, but they get more votes out of it than anything else.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I want to bring up real quickly. We're doing kind of a shorter show this evening just because of our daughter not feeling well. But
should I get off the line already?
No, you're good. No, I want to ask you about Students for Liberty is doing something on February 1st, I believe it is, in New York City. And I know you're going to be there, and Liberty Memes is going to be there. And
I'm going to be there. I am?
Yeah, it says you're going to be there.
Okay.
Doesn't
I believe
it, though?
you.
Yeah, Larry Sharpe.
I believe you.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I would like to go. I want to go. But I mean, we're thinking about it. So maybe you'll see us in person in the
I love it.
future.
I
Yeah.
love it. I actually don't know what I'm doing most of the time. My team does my schedule.
Oh,
so I actually
okay.
have no idea what I'm doing.
Nope, that's good. That's all right.
So I literally open up my calendar.
For me.
They have access to my calendar. I then open my calendar and go, oh, I'm going there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I hope we
guess
get
I
a
should
chance to
figure
see
that
you.
out.
I don't know where it's going to be. It
Oh,
still
looks
says
like you're also going to be at a Better Place Bar and Grill in Center Valley.
Oh, okay. When is
Man.
that?
Somebody's posted in the chat. Meet Larry Sharpe.
See that?
There you go. But I don't know if we'll make it, but I
That's
hope
like
that
my
we
life.
do.
I'm always excited. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, surprise.
It would be a lot of fun to get a chance to see you in person. So, and it's actually not that far away from us.
Someone just asked how old I was. Is that true?
How old are you, Larry? That was like 30. What are you talking about, Andy? What was 30 years ago?
The Soviet Union and that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, that was like 30 years ago. He's right. How old do you guys think I am?
Like late
You're
30s
young,
or
yeah.
early 40s.
I'm gonna be 40 this year, so
I'm
everybody's
51.
my age.
No
That's
kidding.
young. That's young.
I'm 51.
Yeah.
I'm an old man.
You're not
51.
old. What?
Yes, I'm 51. Yes, it's the beard, right? That's what it is. If I shave, I look a little younger, but I'm 51. I'm happy to be 50.
Dottie
51
knew.
now. I'm happy. I'm
Dottie
happy.
Dottie
It's all
says
good.
he's fitty.
I'm fitty. Sorry. Yes, I'm fitty. I'm happy to be 51.
That's
All
great.
good. Yes. So
Do you
that's how.
have-
Yes.
Do you
ahead.
do any of the New Year's resolution kind of stuff?
I do lots of it, and I'm going to give everybody a very good trick if you actually want to have a chance of having your resolution work.
Oh, good.
What you may not do is just go, I'm going to make it happen and not tell anybody, and then when I've done this awesome thing, I'll show everybody the world what I've done.
Now you need that
You do that,
accountability.
you will surely never do it.
Yeah.
What you want to do is you want to tell two people, but two specific people. Number one, someone who you love. Does not have to be romantic love. It can be familiar love, can be friendship love, can be romantic love, doesn't matter, but tell someone you love. Tell them what you want to do. But there are two things you have to let them know. What specifically you would get be done, how you will know it's completed, whatever that thing is, and by what time it will be completed. So let's say you say, I'm gonna, I don't know, quit smoking or whatever is your resolution. That's a common resolution, right? Whatever that thing is, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna say, I'm gonna have 0 cigarettes by December 1st of this year. I made that up, right? But that's it. You have a time and a thing. I'm gonna have 0, but this time, tell someone you love and say, do me a favor, check in on me every once in a while. That's it.
Yeah.
Do that. Second person, tell somebody that you respect. They may not be the same person. They must be two separate people.
Okay.
That can be anybody. It can be a family member you respect, can be a coach you respect, can be a manager, can be a coworker. Doesn't matter. Teacher, someone you respect. Say the same thing. I'm going to quit smoking, and that means I'm going to have 0 cigarettes by December 1st, or whatever the case may be. Do that. You've just increased the odds of you succeeding. Doesn't mean you will. You've increased the odds.
That's
Why?
good.
It's very easy for you to disappoint yourself.
Yeah.
It's not easy to disappoint others.
Yeah.
Particularly if you love them and or respect them. It's a whole lot harder. As long as they check in. If I know that next time I see my teacher, he's going to say, what about them cigarettes? I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
Do something now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't
So
notice
I-
at work. One time when I was smoking, I'm like, if any of you guys see me with the cigarette again, you all get $20.
Ooh,
Yeah,
look
and
at that.
It was like a bounty. You know, everybody's like, watching.
Yes.
Everyone
I
was
couldn't
watching.
sneak anywhere.
Yes. Absolutely.
I did good for a long
yes.
time, and then I'm like, that was a year ago. It's over, okay?
They were still like, man, but I want free lunch. Come on,
Right.
come on.
Right.
Yes.
I
Then it
remember.
was smoking next to you, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
let's
yes.
do that.
You won't?
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's
It's
so
good.
great. Oh, Larry,
So,
it was
yes,
so
I
awesome
am
having you on.
I'm a big fan of resolutions. And the reason why I am is a silly reason. You know that logically, January 1st is no different than any other day,
Yeah.
right? Logically,
right.
it is.
Yep.
But emotionally, it is. It's a symbol of renewal. So I like using times like this to try to make yourself or your friends better, right? So January 1st is a good time. Your birthday is a good time. If you're religious, Easter is a good time, right?
Wow.
Anything that in your world is renewal, emotionally or culturally, you should use that as a time for you to make change, whatever that is.
I like
because
that.
your brain goes, renewal. now I should do this thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now I should be better or something. And it's just a trigger. So I like using January 1st as a trigger to try to do things better, to try to make things happen. I try to do it as January 1st, or also my birthday, which is in July.
That's really good. I like that. Yeah, because there is some kind of feeling about it.
There is.
You need like some big act, like even when quitting smoking, you know, like just taking what you have left and throwing it away. You can't like
Something.
be
Yes.
like, I'll finish when I'm done with this pack.
Yeah.
You need an act. You know, it's like
Yes.
Yeah.
some kind of
All change is up here.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Right? Change is up here. And so sometimes you got to play a trick on yourself to kind of to be better at whatever you want to be better at, whatever goal you want to achieve. You just kind of have to do it. And I focus on the individual being powerful because two things. Number one, if we as individuals are more powerful, then the movement is more powerful by default.
Yeah.
So I need all of us individually to be better and stronger and faster. But it's a second piece. When you have a movement like this, or any other movement that you're happy about or impressed with, it's very easy to sacrifice yourself for the movement. Right? We often do it for our friends. Our friend's in trouble. I got to help my friend, or I got to help this movement. And then you sacrifice yourself. We do it for our children, right? We do it for everyone, right? It's a common thing. We do it when we help our elderly parents, right? We do this type of thing. Someone's ill. I will martyr myself to help or, do something else. And we do it. It's a human thing. And it's a bad idea. There's literally a thing for people who are helpers. I forgot what it's called. Helpers illness. When people who help others who are ill become ill themselves.
Oh, no.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, happens all the time because they neglect their own health by helping the elderly parent or the sick child or the insert person they love. They hurt themselves. But here's the thing to remember. If you're not working, you can't help somebody else. This is the old thing you see all the time. It's the when you're on the airplane, they say put your mask on first before the kids.
Yes.
Because if you choke out and die, your kid's gonna die anyway.
Yep.
So you might as well put yours on first before you help your kid. The concept's the same. So I preach the idea of you and me and every individual being better, because if individuals were better, we can help each other, and the movement itself is better and stronger.
I love it.
Sermon is over.
I love it. And Jerry Hill said, too, that he loves the way you explain things. And I do, too, Larry. I love having you on here and talking with us. And
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Tell everybody again where they can find you, all the ways they can help support you, include everything so they know what's going on for Larry Sharpe.
Yes, without question, head over to the Sharpe Way. It's the big deal. Patreon.com/Sharpe Way. That's Sharpe with an E, as you see above there, the E, right? And yes, and the E stands for entertaining. Yes, so or head over to sharpeway.com, the Sharpe Way with Larry Sharpe with Facebook page, YouTube, all the goodies. Pop that in. And if you have no money, no worries. Show up. Showing up matters. Watch, share, click like, comment. That stuff matters. If you got money, give me some of your money. If you have money, give me some. If you don't have it, I got it. No worries. But if you got it, give me some.
Yes.
Because if you like what I'm doing, if you like the way I'm talking, if you like the movement that I'm pushing forward, it only moves forward with energy and money. I need both of them from you.
Yep.
Fantastic.
And I love it because you're just like, hey, I need the money because that's what it takes to go out and do these things. And that is exactly what it is. And people want you there. So everybody head over, if you can, to Patreon for Larry, please.
Yes.
But, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
I was going to interrupt you, but David Gay's not here. I don't think. I haven't seen him, but I have to ask for him. Do you have your Sharpie on you?
Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. I'm not sure if I have. I think. Yes.
Okay, I was going to say he's going to be so disappointed.
Yes.
He'll be bummed.
I do. Yes, I do. Well, it's funny that I'm trying to be that guy who I have that minor amount of celebrity that just a few people in a small pond know who I am. So once in a while, when I get recognized, or once when people catch me on the street or they catch me in New York City, I get caught. I get recognized probably once a week or so, give or take. Somebody goes, "Oh, Larry Sharpe, I saw you on Joe Rogan." Something like that happens often. I want to make sure that I have a Sharpie because they often want signatures.
Yeah.
So I'll give them an autograph if they care. Some don't care, some do. Some want selfies, some don't. So I don't want to be that guy who's like, I'm too cool. I want to be that guy who's like, no. I'm not cool enough yet. I can't wait till I'm too cool.
I want
day,
all of
hopefully, I'll
that
be too
when we
cool.
meet you.
Yes. I I can't wait till I'm too cool to talk to people. That'll be amazing.
I'm gonna
Right now, I'm not
carry
there
a
yet.
Sharpie in just in case I meet Larry.
Yes.
There we go.
Be
See?
prepared. For
There we
real,
go.
though. Seriously.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, awesome, Larry. Have a wonderful night. Thank you again for being here.
Yes, thank
We
you.
Have a good one,
always
guys.
enjoy this. Take care.
Talk to you soon.
All
Bye.
right. Bye-bye. I have to check on my daughter just to see how she's doing here real quick because she's just around the corner. She could be sleeping, but
She's probably sleeping.
yeah.
I'm really excited that she drank like that tea and stuff, and she has.
Did she drink more of the tea, or she's only had a few sips of the tea?
She had a couple.
Oh, did
While
she
you were in
really?
the shower and stuff, yeah.
Oh,
so
good.
She's
She took
holding
more
down
sips.
liquid.
Yay! I feel so like
Very
spaced out right
exciting.
now just because I've been like in mom mode and just like on the couch with her, and I'm just
Yeah. No,
like,
you did great.
Okay, so
Larry, please tell Mary to make bread.
oh, I will. It is on my list of things I want to do.
Thanks,
It's just
Christopher.
I'm gonna just peek on her real quick.
Yeah, and you're gonna leave me here for awkward silence. I actually used to make little, well, I'd steal things off of YouTube, like the Filthy Frank, "Why did you leave me?" But then I found out I can't play that on YouTube because I get copy striked.
Oh yeah,
'Cause evidently, Filthy Frank's too good to share his stuff.
he's too popular.
No, we're not gonna stay on any later.
Yeah, we can't stay on today. I miss everybody.
Yeah.
I miss you guys. We didn't do our Tuesday shows in the private Liberty Memes group just because it was Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. And then, last Friday we were here and it was a lot of fun. And then this Friday, I kind of need to,
I gotta say,
get
Celeste,
everybody else to bed too.
when you said that in the chat, I actually showed her where you said that you hope she feels better. She was happy to
Aw. Oh, to Jane?
see you. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And Aaron loves your hair.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. I'm really enjoying the haircut because it was getting too heavy and long.
Nick Short
So
says penis.
I know people like to say that word because I know it makes me laugh.
So did Maria.
Here we go. Good thing that wasn't happening while Larry was on.
Baby, come back.
Oh
Blame
man.
it all on me.
Oh, there you go. Too bad that's something that would get.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
You know what I have to do is I'll
Stupid copy
make
strikes.
David, my 10-year-old, learn like the guitar, so it's gonna be like not great.
Oh, it'll be great. It just will be
then I'll
different.
sing it.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah, and there would be no way that it would be confused for the real song.
You could play it on a little ukulele or something,
What little cars ukulele he has.
Yeah. Is that like gas leaking from our furnace? I feel like I
Yeah,
smell
probably.
gas.
It's
Maybe that's why I'm like,
Yeah, well,
it's definitely not the half a glass of wine I had. So I gotta go to bed, guys. I feel really bad. I feel like I'm being
Drew.
so lame, but it's just what it is right now with the family. And,
Yeah, so we're gonna call it a
stuff.
night.
So
We're gonna do like a
thanks for hanging out,
normal
Tony.
length
We
show.
appreciate it. Drew, Donnie, Ninja, Trey, did Court over there? Yes, Trey with the moist. Aaron, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry, Aaron. I'm very, very sorry. It was we had just decided to kind of take a break, and
What's up, Twain?
I miss you guys though. I really, really
Yeah.
do.
We'll be back this Tuesday.
Yeah, we will. Thank you,
for the
Maria.
Liberty Memes Patreon members.
Yep, and tell Shillelagh I said hi and Happy New Year to her too. So, boy, we got both words going over there, Andy. Peni.
Is that plural? All right, let's
I'm
get out of here.
wondering. Yeah.
These people.
Okay, love you guys. We'll see
Yeah,
you
thanks for
all
coming
on
in.
Tuesday. Have a great night. Well, yeah, in LMPM, and then Friday for a regular show. Good night.
Thank you.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once. Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series. I'm here to spill the real tea. You tryna dethrone me from spot on number one, but you in the year you lose. So best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done. Cause we only just begun. I review you. 0 vibe is gone. So come on, T-Series. Looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they're just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna. T-Series just whip himself in their pajamas. is Bob and why you wanna kiss him? Ew. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. Oof. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 90 rolls of worlds to hold your defecation. Oops. Multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now download the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million. Subboy.
Magic potty baby, your bottle's all done. If potty training time will be so much fun. I help you with your training pants, you make me so proud. Your potty feels like magic, then it flushes out loud.
It's fun to help Magic Potty Baby learn to use her potty. Flush and you're ready for next time.
Magic potty baby, I'm so glad that you're mine.
Magic Potty Baby and her Magic Potty. No water, no mess. Batteries not included.